And how you know, you're probably the only American actor who's made a major film that goes on for 2 hours in which you say a little, we'll see it later, all is lost, in which you give a little speech and voiceover at the beginning and then you don't say a word for the entire 2 hours, except at some point you say fuck this or whatever. How do you do that? I mean, how do you go inside yourself and still let people know what's going on in there? You're not opaque as an actor. We know what's going on in there at every second.
I didn't start out to be an actor, and it took me a while to accept that I was. And it had a lot to do with the way I grew up. I grew up in a kind of a rough neighborhood, and we would go to a matinee or something like that, and we would make fun of the screen. And we thought that was kind of cool, you know. If there was a love scene, we'd go, oh, you tell him, lover, you know, stuff like that. And so the idea that I would eventually be one of those characters was just impossible for me to imagine. So I was very self-conscious in the beginning about being an actor. It was very hard for me to accept the fact that I would be an actor. And yet, what happened was that I wanted to be an artist, and I was painting, and I came back to New York from Europe, and serendipity, a couple of weird turns, I ended up in a dramatic school. And I wasn't intending to go there, and I wasn't going to stay there, but the head of the school saw me do an audition. They told me I should stay, and that I should stay in that world. And it took me a really long time to accept that that would be the case.